Hi, my hubby. Alright, so I'm sorry it has been so long. I knew there was a card up in my card, or a card up in my deck. I don't know how, but alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm almost in your situation, so I can relate. So hopefully this does shed light on, what, probable outcomes are. So. Okay, well, good shuffle. So, I think you're going to be okay. It just feels like it's a really sticky situation, which I'm sure it is. Oh boy. I love it when the piles get really big and then they go really small. So of course I'm going to pick that up that way. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. So your first card, you obviously know, is the basis of the situation. So basically everything that is going on, the current situation. And that would be the Two of Wands. So, that is... it's a lot more balanced than you would think. So it is a lot more balanced than you would think. And I think this woman has it under control. So obviously she's keeping you for some reason because you are worthwhile. So that is what you have to focus on right now. I do know that, everything is crazy and it's, you feel like the world, is out to get you. Everybody's out to get you. It's like you're hiding and, there's so much going on in the water. We have that, stream of consciousness that's comes from the Fool card, and it goes all the way through the High Priestess into the Maiden, or not the Maiden, the Maiden, the Empress. So we do have that pool of energy, or that stream of consciousness that is running into this card too, from the very first major card. So I do feel like, yeah, it's almost like you're on a very fine line. So it's a very sticky and tricky situation. But your second card is what crosses you for the better or for the worse. So this is an energy that is working for you or against you. And I don't feel too bad about this card. I really don't. I think everything is going to work out, but we have to see what's going on. So, the energy that crosses you for the better or for the worse. That's the Seven of Swords. Alright, so it looks like... Alright, so this is what it's telling me, is somebody's trying to get away with something mentally pull something over. So they're pulling the wool over the eyes. They're putting the sunglasses on. And that is the Seven of Swords. They're trying to pretty much illegally get and steal. So that is, even though she kept you, that's good. I would definitely say she kept you for a reason. You're not going to be in trouble. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. But with her, I don't know what's going on. I don't, the miscommunications. It looks like, taking, somebody knew this was happening. So it's not your fault. Somebody already knew that this was happening. So it's like they were taking more than they should. They were, trying to get away with what they could to see how far they could actually push that structural boundary for, that type of work, that type of job, etc., etc. And now it's like, oh, so we have the Two Swords left over here. All right, so that got too much for them to carry. Her to carry, somebody to carry. And then it's like, uh-oh. So she finds herself or himself in this really, really, really messed up situation. So, that's what's crossing them. I feel like you're fine. I don't feel like anything bad is going to happen to you with this card. So now we have the third card, and that is something that has already become a part of your experience, based on your knowledge and, all your work, etc., so on and so forth. So, we have the Nine of Swords, and that is the depression, that is the not wanting to get out of bed, that is the the mental fog. And we have a lot of swords, so we have 2 swords, or outnumbering the wands. So you've already experienced something like this before. You have gone through this before, and you've come right out on top. You've come back out on top, and it's been incredible. So this is already something that you've dealt with. What is it that you've dealt with that is the very similar situation like this? So that just tells me that you can deal with this. You can deal with this. It's going to be hard, but you are going to come back out on top. It does not matter, the situation. It doesn't matter the job. It's not your fault. So it really is not your fault legally. I mean, it's here. So now your 4th card is something that is passing out of your life right now in regards to this specific question, to this job. And that is the 2 of Pentacles. Alright, that's the juggling. That's the juggling of too much. So obviously that has, you aren't juggling stuff anymore. You had to do what you had to do to get to where you, to get, you're on good graces, to pay back, etc., etc. But that is the juggling of the money, trying to come up with the money, trying to manifest it. So this is actually manifesting. So you're manifesting something right now. And I don't know if it's money to help pay this back, but again, you shouldn't have to help because it's not your fault. You were under the pretense that you could do this. You could do this, and it was not going to, affect you and harm you. So that is actually passing away. So that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. But the 9 of Swords, that is something that you have experienced, and this is very familiar. This is very familiar for you. So, it's going to fall back on the company, on whomever, not you. So, I would not worry, honestly. But the juggling and the trying to struggle, and that's going away. 5th card, something that may happen depending on your actions in the future. Alright, so it's not a definite, yeah, this is definitely going to happen, but depending on your actions, this is what's going to happen. So you've already known what you can do and what your potential is. You know that you can get things done. If you have to get things done now, you do. You find a way and you find a means. You find a loophole, literally. So, with all your experience in this and this kind of job, this kind of work, with the money and the balancing and the juggling, everything that's making it crazy. So if you follow your advice from the past, the Hierophant. Alright, so this is all about becoming balanced again. So this is a major card, and I like this. This is balance. So this is literally, to me, not judgment and not court cases. This is becoming spiritually balanced all over again and starting all over again. Everything has come to a complete halt, a stop. You're untouched. You are protected by your god, goddess, whatever being, entity, deity you work with. You are being protected. And I just slam my hand down on the cards. But yeah, you're being protected. And the other, it's not your fault. Again, it's not your fault. It is this person's fault that thought they could get away with all this. So again, this is going to definitely be something that is coming into your future. I mean, I can see you totally doing this, manifesting, getting rid of stuff, having to, literally pawn off your personal possessions with the pentacles, and then the swords. So you've gone through this before. You've gone through something very similar, and I kind of remember, I kind of don't. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't really remember. But the Hierophant, I like that. That's basically everything is gonna be order. Order comes out of all this chaos, especially without these swords. My God, I feel shaky and sick just thinking about this situation. But no, with the Hierophant, I really do honestly think that everything that you're going through right now, this is going to all balance out. So literally, everything is becoming balanced out, which is good. So I wouldn't worry. Honestly, do not worry. Somebody's trying to take more from you than they should. Don't know if you know who that is, but they are. Now, this is something that is definitely, your 6th card is something that is supposed to definitely happen in the near future, depending on your actions, or in the immediate future. We all know these are not set in stone, so if you do go by what you've gone through in the past, and you actually, you go through it, and you think, okay, well, Jasper, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and, I have to get this out of the way, I have to sell this, I have to do this to get money, I have to manifest this money. It's all gonna come back to you. It's all gonna be, almost reimbursed universally. by the universe spiritually. So you have a lot more to gain. The more you lose, the more you're going to gain back. That's all I got to say in this case. There's stuff that is coming to my mind, but I don't feel like I should have. I don't feel like I have any right to say it on camera. So the 6th card, death. That's the entire situation. So this is the situation. This person, that whoever you're working for, thinks that they are, beyond untouchable. They think they are untouchable. They think that they are immune to any kind of, or exempt, immune and or exempt from anything that is happening in this world. So they feel like that, they can out-cheat death. They can't out-cheat death. Nobody can. Always happens. You can't do it. Never gonna happen. So that is going to be whatever is going on with that company. It's definitely coming down. It's definitely coming to an end. You will come out unscathed, unharmed. So this is all happening for your better, for your greater good, for the best of Jasper. So I don't want to see you hurt. You're one of my very dear friends for how many years? 10? 7? 10? I mean, so yeah. So this person, though, and the sun rising in the background between the 2 pillars, which those 2 pillars are right here on the Hierophant, and that's spirituality. That's a new beginning. So you have a lot of new beginnings coming for you, my hubby. You got a lot of new beginnings coming from you. Everything down here, you're being spared because it's not your fault. You're being spared. So, like the child, the mother, and then the person that thinks they're more pious and holier than everybody, or better than everybody. So yeah, pride. Pride is what is drawing this down, like the Tower of Babel. They thought that they could reach, a way to God, etc., etc., so on and so forth, and it was built out of pride. And what did God do? Lightning bolt, the Zeus probably did it. Lightning bolt down, and it just completely destroyed the Tower of Babel, and their tongues were split, and now we have all these languages. But you are definitely, in that stream of consciousness is running. You can actually see it running through all of it to the death card. So, whatever's going on with them, that area, yeah, it's not your fault. You are pretty much a victim of this kind of, I don't know what to call it. So, that's not necessarily a bad thing, that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's still, it's good for you because you are going to get back a lot more than you had. So if you gave away everything that you own to try to help fix the situation, you're going to get it back some way, shape, or form. It might not be in the form of, say, a crystal. Say you had to pawn your crystal off, your amethyst. That's, it's going to come back to you in a different form. So you're going to get everything that you did give away. You're going to get it all back. So don't worry. Don't worry. You think I'd know what these slew of cards mean? I don't. Oh, these are basically your 7th card is the fears, what you fear about the entire situation, and that is the 9 of Cups. So basically, getting away with all of this. You're afraid that somebody's going to get away with all of this, and you're going to be left with everything else. You're going to be left with everything, all of the material stuff, all of the money, all of the aftermath. So that is basically the fear, and I mean being closed in, having to, I don't know if you have to move your, a situation. The death card really does show movement. The swords, the wands, that's more movement too, so you might have to move. I'm not 100% sure. The ship does indicate kind of maybe a move, something like that. So that would be that. That would be your, your 7th card, your fears. And I completely understand that. You're an emotional wreck, and I would be too with what has happened. So, I mean, it's all going to come back to you, and I want you to know that you're going to be alright, because this is not your fault. This is somebody else's fault up here. Now, your 8th card represents your family and your friends, their opinions on this specific situation. And that is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so your family and friends sees this as, this is the rotten part, right here. The bad side of intelligence, which would be trickery. So that's the bad side. This is of cunning and intelligence. So your family and your friends basically see you as, yes, definitely. You are definitely being, you are being actually dealt a really good hand right here. So this is what they're thinking, like, okay, Jasper, you gotta get your, get this over with, do what you have to do for this. I'm sorry. And what was I saying? Yes, they do feel like, yeah, okay, so you've been dealt the shit part, but you're flourishing. Once this is done, you're going to be flourishing. So that's how they feel about the situation. You've been done wrong. So basically, I don't know if people are telling you, yeah, you have been done wrong, Jasper. So if you want that confirmation, yes, you've been done wrong. Not your fault. Not your fault. Now, the Nine of Cups. Watch, it is the Nine of Cups. So the 9, your 9th card represents your hopes and aspirations, From this, I smell something really good. It smells amazing. The 10 of Wands. Close. No, not close at all. Alright, so that just represents, more work. I mean, you want to work. You want to work, you want to put in the work, you want to put in that effort, and you want to feel good about yourself. You want to have integrity for yourself. You want to be able to say at the end of the day, okay, I worked my butt off for everything that I've got. Don't screw with me. That's you. I've worked for everything that I've got. Don't mess with me. That is that. So just being on your own, even if it means having to kind of just, go back home for a while, recoup, get out of this situation, because I feel like the person that's behind all of this is going to be the one that is in trouble, not you. That is the biggest thing that I'm getting from here. The person that is in charge of all of this, that oversees everything, yeah, they're the ones that are going to get it. You are not. This is not your fault. So yeah, you're going to actually be, that's your hopes. So very good hopes, that's very, that's not, something so extreme, to want to be able to work and, pay for your way and, you support yourself. And I totally get that. Not relying on anybody, hopes and dreams, you yourself, and having a little bit of peace and quiet for yourself as well. And that is coming. It is very much indicated in every card that you're going to get what you want, and the other person, they're just going to, it's going to fail for them. So it does look like, you got kind of trapped in a way. Now your 10th card represents the final outcome. So depending on how everything goes, which I think it's going to go, I feel really strongly that it's going to go pretty well. I do feel like this is all going to turn out to be okay for you. So I would not worry. I would not go crazy. I know, me and you, I know we do drive ourselves nuts. The way we think, everything that's going on. So let's see what the final outcome could possibly be. And that is the 4 of Cups. Alright, so ultimately you're going to take a loss by not having this job. When it all comes down to it, it's going to go to court. That's what I feel. Honestly, what I feel. So you're going to be out just that. But then again, you're going to be reimbursed for everything that you've been put through. All of the things that you've been put through that's hot. So even if you're just out just a little bit, still, this is kind of saying, hey, Jasper, we're putting you back down on your feet. We're getting you ready. We're going to, make sure everything's okay. Your spirits, the universe, your deities that you work with. But here, don't ignore what you have right in front of you. And don't get sidetracked by, the glitz and the glam and the baubles and the bangles. So that is your final card. And that is a really good card. Again, it's not your fault. I know you may feel like it. I know you may feel like, okay, I don't have any, control. I have nothing to do. I can't do this. I can't, I feel you. I feel like you are going insane, and you don't drive yourself insane. Don't. I want more on this card, though. Definitely more. Alright, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Alright, again, here. You will be making money again. You will be gaining everything back, but you're still going to take a small loss, and it's just going to be, because this is like almost your dream job. This is something that you love doing. I feel the passion in my stomach. Let me suck it in my stomach. I feel the passion. But again, you're going to gain all that back. But it's still going to be in the back of your mind. Alright, so that did happen. And it might take a bit for you to get over, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. You're you. You do you. Anybody that's trying to do you wrong, they're going to get it. It's coming to an end. I want more on this. 3 of Wands. Now we have stability. We have a lot more stability here. So that's just you standing on your own 2 feet. That's you standing on your own 2 feet. That's you providing for yourself. That's you having your own job, keeping it stable. So you literally, these are really, I mean, sunk into the ground. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You will come into that stability in your life. This is all going to go away. So enjoy this while it lasts, or enjoy it. I hope you did enjoy it while it lasted, but it just seems like it's another trap like before. So I hope this helps, my hubby. I really do. This is really, really insane. This really is insane. I mean, I just don't know why anybody would want to do this, you know, to you, and you think it's your fault, and it's honestly not your fault, because that's not what I'm getting from any of these cards. But the person that is behind all of this, you know, we have the Pope here, the papacy, something that represents that, asking, you know, begging death, you know, when it comes riding in, you know, don't take me, don't take me. You're gonna get taken no matter what. It doesn't matter. So what goes around comes around, as above so below, as within so without. So I mean, it's gonna happen. So just be careful with what you do, my love, and I know it's gonna turn out good. So just, I mean, I feel it. I feel my heart's beating really fast. I feel sick to my stomach. Whew. So don't worry. You're gonna be okay. I mean, this is pretty freaking good, considering what kind of, you know, position they've put you in. So, all right, my hubby. I hope this helps. I really, really hope this helps. I love you with all of my heart. If you need me, always. I think you have my number. I'm unlimited, nationwide, whatever, all across the world. You can call me, you can text me if you need me, you can email me if you need me, you can message me if you need me. I'm always here for you. If you want more information, I mean, I will do another reading for you, no charge. I mean, this isn't crazy what you're going through. So, alright, I love you with all my heart, and remember, it's not your fault. Just take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 5 minutes at a time, so on and so forth. So, but alright, I love you, my hubby. I love you all. Everybody have a good day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So, don't freak out. It's not your fault, and I love you.